Hi everyone, John here again. I want to talk today about Greyrock, going Greyrock. And Greyrock is a term used for showing no emotion to the narcissist, and the narcissist hates this. They get bored. They hate boredom. They want excitement all the time. They like to see you frustrated and upset all the time. And this is a part of way that they get their supply from you. So with Greyrock, you can reverse it with the narcissist. And with the last narcissist I was with, I did not catch on. I didn't know she was a narcissist. She was that good. And I did not catch on to that. And so the first few months, I was fine. I thought, well, this is the perfect woman. I've never met a woman like this before. And so when she did change, and she became the real narcissist that she is, understanding basic psychology. What this is realizing that we're all children, we're all babies that grow up, and after the age of 6 or 7 or so, we start to learn how to be adults, and this is something that we learn. But basically, we are always children, and especially with the narcissist. The narcissist hasn't grown past this childhood state, say 5 or 6 years old. When you look at a narcissist and realize that this is as mature as they have gotten, like 5 or 6 years old, that's about the level of their maturity, and they just act out the adult state. And they do this by getting examples from adults, the way adults act, the way adults speak, and this is the act that the narcissist is putting on, because they are young children, very young children. They have not developed past very young age, so they're pretending to be adults and using examples that mature adults will use. So anyways, when this the last narc I was with, after the first few months, it was perfect. I thought, wow, I met the perfect woman this time. And then she started to change. The little girl started to be exposed. And I could see this because I can understand that everybody is a little child, and a mature person has learned maturity. It just doesn't come natural. It just isn't like the narcissist doesn't learn it. They just act it. So when I saw the narcissistic put down, the childish behavior, I did respond to her as a child, and they hate this. And then I started going Greyrock. Now, going Greyrock was, I would sit in my chair, and I would be looking at my tablet or phone, and I wouldn't be paying attention to her at all. And this drives them crazy. They want that attention. They want your full attention. In their understanding, they own you. You are a supply for them. So if you aren't showing emotion to them, and if you're preoccupied, say you have a sense of humor and you stop having a sense of humor, you stop talking about everyday things, you just show no interest at all, you become a very boring person to this narcissist. the narcissist cannot stand this. So going Greyrock, for the people that have no choice, they're stuck in a situation with this narcissist. And the narcissist will say all kinds of mean things to you. They'll do anything to get a response from you, to make you upset. One thing you can do is go Greyrock, and by doing so, for example, the narcissist may say to you, you're pretty stupid. And usually you might respond as, no, I'm not, and you might argue about it. But by going Greyrock, a response like from the narcissist that you're pretty stupid, no response. That's the way you go Greyrock. You don't respond to them because they need this response. They need the supply to function. With the put-downs and the strange remarks, when you aren't responding to them, just as if you were there, and instead of responding to the put-downs and the negative remarks that the narcissist puts on you, going Greyrock is just being emotionless, just pretending that you have no emotion, no care, and what you actually are doing is you are actually being the narcissist, the way the narcissist is. The narcissist is a little child. They are boring. They have no excitement in their life. They aren't happy people. They get all of this supply from their victims. So when they get all the emotional response, and they can put you down and make you feel bad, this is what gives them excitement. They hate boredom. And when you don't show any response to the narcissist, this is the thing that you battle them with. And in the last particular case, the woman I was with, when I did go Greyrock on her, she just got so fed up. She was not getting any supply from me. I wasn't responding. I would sit by myself in a chair and just get engaged with the internet or reading or whatever. And that just drove her nuts. She wasn't getting any supply from me. And I did this, of course, because though I did have love for her, I knew it wasn't good because I had to let her go. I had to make her leave me. So by going Greyrock, by showing no emotion to them at all, no response, they just can't tolerate this. They will leave. They can't tolerate living with somebody that all of a sudden has changed. Now the thing is, they have changed, but they're not really aware of it. Oh, there are a few that are aware of their change, and there's very few of them that are even aware that they are narcissistic. Most narcissists actually do believe that they are important people. They do believe that they're special. They do believe that they deserve special treatment, and they do believe that you are a tool for them to get their excitement in their life. But when you become a person that is so boring, that doesn't show response to them anymore, doesn't argue with them, just lets things roll over your shoulder, they actually cannot stand you anymore. And I looked at the love situation. I know it was going to hurt, but in the long run, the pain is not worth it, the damage they do to you. So by going Greyrock, being emotionless, and of course, being aware that this narcissist was acting like the little child, I pointed this out to her. I said, there's a little girl. She's playing the girly games again. and then she'd leave. And I'd say, well, there's a little girl running away again. And they hate this because you've exposed what they really are. They're little kids acting as adults. And it's all negative emotion to you. And if you really have to get out of a situation, or even if you have to live with this person for whatever reason, if it's financial or whatever the reason is that you are stuck with a narcissist, by going Greyrock, you will turn them off. They eventually will just have to give up on you because you're not responding to them. You're not showing emotion. They're not getting their kicks off of you anymore. But the thing is, you cannot do this long term because it can change you into an antisocial person because you're like training yourself to show no emotion and no excitement. So this is only for a short-term period. So if you really have to get rid of that narcissist, and this is what I had done on the last one, was I just showed no emotion, and Greyrock was the way to go. So I thank you all for listening, and I appreciate your comments, and subscribe if you haven't, and like and share, and I'll speak to you on the next video. Thank you very much for listening. Bye, guys.